Hello, chat. How are you today? Welcome to the stream, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, let's set up a poll. The classic. How was your weekend? How was your weekend? Less than 5, 6, 7 over 10, 8 over 6, 7 over 10, 8, 9 over 10. No. 5, 6 over 10. Oh my God, chat. Di na ako marunong magbilang. 5, 6 over 10. 7, 8 over 10. 9 plus over 10. Ito naman, less than 5 over 10. Alright, chat. Rate it. Rate it. Oh, get well soon, Romeo. Got disappointed from what? A 5? Ah, bruh. A 5 over 10 weekend. Not giving. Not giving. Not good. Not good. 8 is great. 8 is great. Vote away in the poll. 8 is great. Hi, Shantaru. Why'd you get the 5, JR? It's very unusual for you to get a 5. Why 8 over 10, Shantaru? That's a great weekend. Ah, man. What are you at now, William? Sabine, Meow Quack, welcome to the stream. Why 8? Why 8? Hold up. What's 4.5? Like 450? 6 kasi inabutan ng ulan at trangkaso. Bro, if you gave me ulan and trangkaso, para sa akin magiging 4 yung weekend ko. Do I, Ralph? Who's your minister? Ako ba yung sa Head and Shoulders? Di ko alam. JA eh. Mahilig ka ba sa protein? Oh. But hey, Shantaru, I feel like 1 week na kayong walang pasok, no? If I'm not mistaken, nung nag-aaral pa ako, I've only ever had 1 full week na walang pasok. That's the most I've ever had. No, like 1 full week. I didn't ever have like more instances of that. Like buong time, there's just 1 time ever na 1 week siyang walang pasok. 7 because it's rainy. I see. It's not for you. Ay, di ko alam, Meow. I actually don't know that, Meow Quack. Let me guess your college degree. Go ahead, Anjo. If you guess it right, you're good. Is that a good thing or a bad thing, Ralph? Ay, miss ko na siya. What? May ganun. That's crazy. Bigla may ganun. I like it, Shantaru. Okay. That's fair. Huwag kang mag-alala. Let's pray for good weather, Shantaru. So, ano mas gusto mo? Suspended ang class or makita siya? Backlog. Oh man. I would say I had a pretty good weekend. Wait, how do you know that, Anjo? That's a really specific guess. BS Psychology. Ba't mo naman nasabi BS Psychology? Ay, let's go, Shantaru. Siyempre, bigyan mo na kami ng pasok everyday, Lord. Sabi ni Shantaru. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, sana may pasok. At Lord, Saturday and Sunday na rin, sana may pasok din sa school. Para lang makita siya kahit weekends. Papasok ako ng school. Gagawa ako ng homework every day. Makita lang siya. Hey, what's up, Jet? Oh, I didn't know that, Melquack, actually. When I was talking about Bimbi, I was just talking about Bimbi, and as somebody who did not grow up really being in tune, I feel like when we saw Bimbi that one time, parang ang refreshing makita. Okay, that's a lie, Anjo. So how did you find out? Because you're correct, I am a psych major. Ayun! So I feel like then, hadn't your crush messaged you, JR, your weekend would have been like a 4. Feeling ko 1 plus 1 solid point yun kapag nag-reconnect yung crush mo from years ago. I didn't see Shantaru. Aww. Well, sooner or later, you'll see each other. But that's crazy though. Alala ko nung nag-aaral pa ako, pag walang pasok, period. Kasi hindi naman thing yung online class or hindi naman thing yung what do you call it now? Distance learning? What do you call it actually? Distance learning? Shantaro, ano yung tawag kapag yung class is only online class? Why so, Levi? Yeah. Why are you worried about it? Like, is it because of the dam being too full? Is it crazy, no? Yung Lamesa Dam, puno. Tama ba? Lamesa Dam yung puno, chat? Because Lamesa Dam news. Yeah, there you go. Lamesa Dam reaches spilling level. Right? Crazy how life goes because, I mean, of course, neither is a good thing, right? But the Lamesa Dam right now is spilling no more than a year ago, I think. During the summer, we were all worried that Lamesa Dam is reaching critical levels of depletion. So, it's crazy, the cycle of life, chat. Oh, I see, Levi. I see. Lubog na ang Paranaque. Actually, kaya tinatanong sa amin eh. Tinanong ako kanina ng isang magpapadala sa akin ng PR kit if may flooding ba raw sa area ko. Fortunately, no flooding in my area. So, was able to say that, well, they'll be able to deliver my PR kit. But, yeah, other than that, chat, stay safe out there. Ayun lang, no, Romeo. Nag-reconnect yung old crush mo pero in-invite ka sa kasal. Hi, Roms. Hi, Mashed Potato. Come over here to YouTube. Mga nasa TikTok ngayon, ali kayo dito. Come over to YouTube. Let's have fun over here. Why do you think so, June? Is QC the highest point of Manila? I know Marikina. Marikina is very Marikina is in danger. So, mga taga Marikina dyan, check up on each other. Chat, R-Flow is from Marikina. So, check up on R-Flow. Yeah, ingat talaga. Hi, Crap of J. Long time no see. I didn't know that actually. That QC is the highest point of Manila. But yeah, so far so good naman dito. Kaming mga taga QC. And chat, sa inyo ba? Kanino dito nagbabaha? Whose area is it that whose area is flooding right now? Thank you, Prince. Yeah. Yeah, stay safe. Stay safe, everybody. I did not know that. The highest point of Metro Manila ang QC. Can we fact check that? That's actually pretty cool. Highest point of Metro Manila is Quezon City. Is it? 796. There you go. Well, this is just a random clip, a random statement from a random page, so take it with a grain of salt. Probably the high point of National Capital Region, Quezon City, Rizal. Yeah, I actually don't know. How did you Google na walang AI? Nagkataon lang, Jin. Feeling ko di lumabas yung AI quick search dito. Pero if I Google some other thing, I feel like magkakaroon ng AI dito. Yeah, mashed potato. Are you in college? Alam ko college si mashed potato eh. And then Shantaro, I think, is junior high. So that would make Shantaro grade 9. Grade 9 yata si Shantaro. Oh, second year college. What course are you taking, Mashed? Grade 10. Grade 10 si Shantaro. Grade 1 saan banda, Romeo? Wow, chat. A lot of your weekends are not good, huh? Look at this, chat. So far, if you look at the poll, your weekends are not looking good. 5 over 6 at least, huh? 5 over 6 over 10. I'm sorry to hear that, chat, because just last week, a lot of you were rating 7 or 8 over 10. So I'm sorry to hear that weekend hasn't been great for a lot of you. I would say my weekend is 7 or 8 over 10 for me. Chilled mostly at home, got a good workout. So I'm happy. Very simple. Yeah, matutuloy yung hang. Yo, Levi, yes. Actually, that's true. The fact na hindi ko ginawang 6-7 over 10. Because I feel like some people, pag nakita nila yung 6-7, casually, pipindutin lang yung 6-7. So I made it a point not to include 6-7 over 10. Also, I'm annoyed na naging meme ang 6-7. Like, annoyed in a funny way, not annoyed in like, in an ill way. But the fact that 6-7 is a meme now has been preventing me from saying 6-7 on most things. Not just rating, but or not just height 6-7, but on many things. And it's made me realize just how many times we actually say 6-7. Diba? I feel like that's why the meme also caught on. Kasi ngayon ko lang na-realize how often I revert to that estimate of 6-7 every time I answer and gives like some rough idea of what numbers I'm looking at, whether it's months, weeks, how much something is. 600-700. now I can't, man. Like I have to make it a point as well to tell myself, instead of saying 6-7, I go like mga 6-800, 6-900, 5-600, 5-6 hours ago. But I now almost never say 6-7 hours ago because my annoying brain just reverts to that meme. Yeah, no, actually, I don't think. Wait, let's ask Chantal. Shantaro would be at the peak, right, of the bleeding edge of pop culture. Shantaro, laos na ba yung 6-7? Or do people still say it? What's 6-7, chat? Don't forget, 6-7. 6-7. Laos na? Oh my God. What's the new thing now, Shantaro? Medyo? Oh my God. Oh, we gotta keep up. Medyo laos na raw yung 6-7. Okay, we gotta keep up. Hindi na ganun ka-hype. Hi, Ling. Welcome to the stream. Why is there a lot of Reddit tabs? We're gonna go through a lot of Reddit tabs tonight, chat. The only ones using it are... So you mean like 20 to 23-year-olds, Romeo? Actually, Shantaro, I don't think Shantaro is Gen Z. I think Shantaro made the cutoff for Gen Alpha. Hold on. Gen Alpha. Years. I think Shantaro made the cut to Gen Alpha, 2010 to 2024. Yeah, Gen Alpha si Chantal. Oh my God. Gen Alpha, borderline Gen Z. Si Shantaru. Jesus. That's crazy. What's after Gen Alpha now? Now that we've officially put it to 2024. What's after Gen Alpha? Gen B? Generation Beta? Damn, I wouldn't want to be called Generation Beta, chat. Now I'm now can you imagine? Because growing up, chat, the word beta is the opposite of being alpha. And when you're alpha, because it's also taken on a life of its own, yung meaning niya, yung meme niya. If you're alpha, you're you're the leader, you present these certain qualities that people are attracted to and aspire to have, if not become. And so, if you're alpha, you're cool. If you're alpha, you've got it, right? So now to be part of Generation Beta, parang, oh my God. Parang, I wouldn't want to be part of Generation Beta. Oh no, right? Because, I mean, imagine say, oh, ano ka ba? Gen Alpha ka ba? No, I'm Beta. Oh my God. Oh my God. So, yeah, Chad, just so you know, growing up in the internet forums, in case you don't know what the internet forums is, it's basically a place of social media where everything was just text-based. Okay? Before there was Facebook, before there was Friendster, before there was MySpace and all of those things, social media before it even became social media was just on random text-based forums, where people would be talking to each other anonymously. God, can't believe I participated in forums. I know, man. Parang nakakalungkot kung magkaanak ako tas Gen Beta siya. Fuck. Gen Alpha, like, can you also imagine being Gen Alpha, and then you have peers who are Gen Beta? Can you imagine the tension between those two generations? Diba? Gen Alpha, Gen Beta. Oh no, parang kawawa yung Beta. I'm a middle millennial. I would say I'm not an elder millennial. I'm not a zillennial either. I'm a middle millennial. Yeah, it's crazy to me, by the way, Cha. I was listening to a podcast earlier, so let me share this one. Kwento ko lang din. It's crazy to me how long a lot of millennials have lived on the internet for. Because we grew up through analog, and we also first experienced the internet as teenagers, right? If not a little younger. Now, when I was listening to this podcast, I was listening to millennials and Gen Z talk to each other. And the topic was largely about social media and AI and being a creator, and how there are differing perspectives on depending on what generation you're from. Whether millennial ka ba or Gen Z ka ba, sorry. So it's millennial versus Gen Z, right? Mga perspectives nila. So they were talking about AI, and they were talking about proper use of AI as a creator. Ano ba rules natin dito? Should we give each other grace kasi bago pa lang yung AI? Now, before they talked about that main topic, medyo nagkaroon sila ng tangent. May iba silang pinag-usapan. And when I heard this, parang doon ko nakita na talagang iba nga talaga ang perspective ng millennial sa internet versus mga Gen Z sa internet. Because if you're a millennial, chat, you may have remembered a time kung saan si Mark Zuckerberg was actually a hero. And he was called a rock star, right? I mean the term that they use is a rock star. So when Facebook was beginning, when all of these things were just coming together, social media, or at least the new age of social media, Mark Zuckerberg was actually a hero to a lot of people. He's this geeky kid wearing a hoodie, sweatpants, going to Silicon Valley meetings, and getting a lot of money for his ideas and just generating a billion-dollar business with nothing but a laptop. So to a lot of millennials growing up and a lot of millennials experiencing the early days of Facebook, he was a hero. But then to the Gen Z, ibang-iba kung sino si Mark Zuckerberg. To the Gen Z, Mark Zuckerberg, they grew up with him. They grew up with a version of Mark Zuckerberg na nagpupunta na sa mga Senate hearings, sa mga congressional hearings where he's asked to testify about the legitimacy of Facebook, about Facebook's secrecy, about how Facebook deals with privacy data. Diba? So yun yung experience nila of Mark Zuckerberg. I don't know, it's quite fascinating that to me it's just all one big timeline, but depending on what generation you're from, you're gonna have a different experience of what social media is. Alright, now that being said, if you think about it, if you think about this 2chat, a lot of Gen Alpha, just think about it. Kailan pinanganak ulit Gen Alpha? 2010? Look at Gen Alpha. Just think about this for a second, chat. Gen Alpha was literally born into a world na may social media na. There is no... this doesn't mean that Gen Alpha is better or worse. Okay? I'm not trying to say that because I have a belief that every succeeding generation is better than the previous generation. But that aside, just think about this for a sec. Walang pinanganak na Gen Alpha na wala pang social media. To them, social media is just a part of life. So if we tell Gen Alpha na, you know what, social media does this to you. There was a life before where where if there's no social media, ito yung pag-iisip ng mga tao. Social media can do this, can harm you in this way, can prevent you from doing this. Like, sure, we can say all of that. We can tell Gen Alpha about the harmful effects of what social media can do. But however way we describe it to Gen Alpha, they might never have a concrete reference to what it means to not have social media. It's easier for us to understand what the harmful effects of social media are because we lived through a period without it. But with Gen Alpha, it's more about story, emotion, pero wala nang lived experience. Again, not for better or worse, just something that's fascinating and, runs the gears inside of my head. Kasi diba, wala eh. Ano sasabihin natin sa kanila? Social media is bad for you kasi you should actually go out with your friends and hang out some more in person kaysa sa online lang kayo nagkikita. Bruh, anong pakialam nila? Diba? There's no meaning to it. It doesn't make sense. We're just gonna sound like your angry tito or tita or bitter tito or tita na napakatanda na and, keeps reminiscing about the good old days. Anyway, just I don't know, just something that's always a fun thought inside my head. What should I buy? Windows laptop or MacBook Neo? I guess it depends on what you need it for, Kenshin. My future kids will not be allowed any screen time. I feel like that too is something that will be the norm. Like, you know how alcohol and smoking were available to kids all the way back then? Diba? Mga bata dati, hinahayaan lang gawin yun. Like, I'm talking about 30s, 40s, 50s, right? Because we barely knew the harmful effects of those substances and narcotics. I feel like it will be the same for social media. Little by little, regulation and banning of social media use for underage kids going through rapid stages of development. I think as we learn more about social media and AI, their impacts, I think we're gonna be able to kind of piece things together and know when to allow social media for younger kids. Actually, that's a good point, CK. Diba yung mga boomer, ano ba, when they tell us, ano ba yan? Game Boy ka ng Game Boy or cellphone ka ng cellphone. Bruh, it didn't make sense, right? Yeah, sure, you're telling me it's bad. It's emotionally you seem very serious and rather even upset that Game Boy ako ng Game Boy or cellphone Dota ng Dota, but this is the life I was born into. I don't know any different. Wala lang, ang galing, no? And it happens every generation except that this time tayo na yung adults. Covid-dap-dap. That's crazy, yeah. Like when I realized that my parents doom scroll, that's when I realized that wala na. Social media has a iron grip on society now. Yeah, man. Bean, if you can guess how old I am, I'll tell you. I'll tell you if you're correct. Yeah, chat. LJ, I have to agree with you. I owe my life to two things, and I've said this many times before. Growing up, I played a lot of Lego, and yung mga fake versions ng Lego, mga dupe ng Lego. So that's one. The other one is Ragnarok. As a preteen, I love playing my Ragnarok online, chat. So I owe my life to those two things. I feel like those taught me a lot in terms of life skills. So LJ, I'll agree with you there. Yeah, I'm sure by the time we have kids, Aiden, I feel like we would know better on how much screen time to allow our kids. 29? 29? Nah, you're wrong, bruh. Hans, you're wrong. Hala! Mainit na yung ulo ni JR. Chat. Oh no, JR, take it easy. Audition, yun yung may sayaw, di ba? Sims taught me to be a psychopath. Sims, man. Your konyo sounds good. What does that even mean, bro? I do believe though na may accent ako. I have meron akong Manila accent. Tama ba? I feel like I have a Manila accent, chat. Taga Metro Manila na accent. Hindi na ako nakapaglaro ng Nintendo systems. I never played Nintendo 64. I never touched the GameCube. Lumaki ako sa PS1 at PS2. No video games growing up, Mok? What did you get preoccupied with growing up? Sports, books, board games. What the? Yeah. I'm curious, Mok, because if it's not video games, instruments would probably be another one. GameCube? Oh my God, you don't know what the GameCube is, Bills? Check it out. So this I think is the answer of. This is what came after the Nintendo 64. The GameCube. Hell yeah, right? Take it easy, JR. Kaya mo yan. Ano pangalan niya? Xavier. Let me know. Para mag-google din natin. Oh. Wow. I'd like to think, Mock, that when you sketch, paint, sculpt, or when you get into the arts, parang sobrang present siguro ng utak mo nun, no? Either present kasi you're literally locked in and focused, or you're in the zone. Just, getting in there. Yeah! Salamat! Yeah, I'm a Manila boy. Laking Manila naman talaga ako, Prince, eh. And I appreciate that you say that I enunciate my words clearly, because chat, tomorrow, we're gonna be a host. My weekend was rather busy. I spent Saturday and Sunday receiving calls. if you think about it, that's also pretty nuts that brands would be working on the weekends as well because kahit na binabagyo. So anyway, I can't spoil both brands, but I got tapped to host an event tomorrow. And I'm a little nervous, I'll be honest. I'm nervous, chat. The crowd is pretty big. Not big as in like something that it's in the thousand, like 400. 400 it's a 400 viewing crowd. And I'm nervous, chat. Like super bilis lang ng event. They're pegging it at 30 minutes. I have the script already, but I'm nervous. But I keep telling myself though, chat, that growth comes in the discomfort. After all, if you're comfortable, how are you growing, right? So, for some strange reason, despite me being anxious about tomorrow, it gives me a sense of relief. Yeah, the discomfort, yung anxiety, the unwillingness to fully participate in it, that hesitation, it's all part of the discomfort. And eventually, siguro, maagapan din yun. But now, I'll embrace it. I'll embrace new opportunities. Whip out the alright! Ano yun? Ano ulit yun? Alright, everybody! Yeah, so yeah, I'm a little nervous, but we'll still stream tomorrow. We'll make it work. Very busy lang tong week na to, but you will see what I mean as the videos roll out. Most of these days, I have been filming off camera because I think brands prefer that they have control of what goes on when we execute these brand deals. Okay, ready? Y'all ready, chat? Oh, nice. Mock sa podcast ako natuto magkaroon ng attention span. After all these years of getting my brain messed up by all the doom scrolling, sa podcast ako natutong magkaroon ng maayos na attention span because at least with a podcast, I'm forced to just listen to a 2-hour session of just either one person talking or one person talking to another person. My haircut is just fringe, low taper. That's it. Okay. Well, let's see. Baka ito magpampagood vibe sa'yo. Let's start our thread now. Let's start our read-through now, chat. Check it out. Lolo Manny and Lola Jinky making sweet memories with baby Clara. Now, I don't know, man. This is super wholesome. As a personality, I'm a fan of Manny. As a devout Christian, not so much. As a senator, not so much. But as a boxer, I'm okay with Manny. Now, the reason why I got fascinated with this chat is because of this one. You could be Manny Pacquiao, wear chains around your neck, have a bracelet that can probably afford 5 years of rent in the most luxurious of condos in Metro Manila. But if you hit 40, you're gonna begin squinting as you read through your phone. I do feel that this was a PR. I don't think this is honestly a mock. I feel like PR. I feel like this isn't like it's taken with the official photograph. Then again though, ano kaya itsura ng pambahay ni Manny? Like pag pambahay, diba? It's always big ass shorts, sando, and maybe lumang pang-alis na naging pambahay na. That's at least how my rotation works, chat. Lahat ng pambahay ko were previously pang-alis. And except for my shorts. My shorts, I feel like they have to be replaced. Yung ibang shorts ko sira na yung garter. Yung iba kong shorts kapag naglalakad na, nahuhulog na yung shorts. But for some reason, I'm still wearing it. Hey Joseph, live tayo ngayon. So that's Manny. Yeah, I feel like this is it looks like a party too if they're wearing the same shirt. Yeah. Maybe I feel like this is a pre-event photo op for the christening of baby Clara. Could be, right? With a white hat. I feel like that's part of the christening, ain't it? Yeah, and then ito siguro yung pre-event PR nila or pre-event photo op. Yeah, man. Again, that bracelet looks like if you just give me this bracelet, I'll be good. Okay? Remember when Manny lost a watch? And I think the watch was Rainbow Daytona. Tama ba? Manny lost watch. Manny Pacquiao lost a watch. Very expensive luxury watch. There you go. A 2010 model with serial. Oh my God, look at that. Manny lost this watch. Oh, we can't show that. But basically, it's a $500,000 watch. That's crazy, right? In today's dollars, how much would that be? 30 million pesos. Casually just lost it. Parang yung rumor yata, no? Nagbanyo lang siya, naghugas ng kamay. Tapos, tinanggal niya lang yung relo niya. And then nawala na yung relo niya. 30 million pesos in a watch. Exactly. Okay, now what's the next thread here? Okay, do you remember this? Do you remember what you were doing, chat? Nung unang nagkita si Alden at si Yaya Dub? Because I remember where I was watching this from. I feel like we can play it with a little bit of audio. Alam ko mag-shutdown yung ano dito eh. Sa naalala ko like before they run to each other, nagkaroon pa ng onting pabitin, and then nagsarado yung ano. Nagsarado like nagkaroon ng barrier right in the middle of the two of them. Yo, they're so youthful here. Look at Alden, chat. And Main too. Is it legit the first time okay, ito di ko na alam ah. Ano yung lore dito, chat? Ito ba yung legit na first time nilang magkita? Like, all this time they were talking through screens, hiwalay sila ng holding rooms. Ito ba talaga yung legit na first time silang nagkita? June says, reviewing for the bar, tas nasa tapat ako ng studio nila sa Broadway. Dang, huh? This was nuts. I heard Mok. I think Lasal siya, no? Lasal siya tapos mayaman talaga sila. And I feel like she handled fame pretty well, I would say, chat. The way Main was brought into superstardom. The fact that there has to be a reason, a very compelling reason that she stayed popular after all these years. Because normally with these quick rises to fame comes like a massive downfall as well. But for some reason, na-sustain niya yung fame na yun. Like, I feel like she's a good person to other people, great to work with. Probably a go-getter. Like, that's all I can think of. Ano talaga siya? Like personable also. Patok talaga sa lahat. Lasalta CSA. Yeah, like, again, she stayed famous after all these years. Yeah! Yeah, June. Yeah. Like, di ba nga may secret na anak tong dalawang to? And then they would throw like parties as well, events na nagkaanak si Main and si Alden Richards. Honestly though, if the acting is so good that I feel like Baka nga first time nilang nagkita. Yeah, we wall sa gitna nila. Oh my God, ito na yung isa-spam lahat ng soundboard. Honestly, I feel like this is very wholesome. I think that was one of the greatest praises of Aldab Galya serie, diba? If you think about the values that they were trying to communicate, especially to the younger audience, bukod sa pakilig, may mga values actually, yung paghihintay sa tamang oras. I mean, I think that's the overarching theme, diba? Yung paghintay sa tamang oras for all of this to happen properly. And focusing on other things, family, diba? Yun yung mga themes na kino-communicate dito eh. I think all of those themes that they tried communicating sa Kalye serye all aged pretty well. That's true, JR. Lola ni Dora, yeah. Lola ni Dora si Wally Bayola, diba? So good. So good. I feel bad, Levy. That's true. Because also, if you think about it, Levy, Maine and Alden were very vocal about social issues throughout their career. Social issues. They were even very vocal against their co-workers who would voice out polarizing opinions. Hindi ako nagkakamali. They were both very both very active on that front. Grabe, sobrang bata pa ni Alden Richards dito. What the heck? Maine looks the same, to be fair. Maine looks exactly the same. And I think like, or maybe not. Maybe di lang ako kasing familiar sa mukha ni Maine. And the reason why familiar ako sa mukha ni Alden Richards is because, chat, if you look at the poster behind me, and I know if you're on your TikTok, wala kayong makikita dito. If you look at the poster behind me, this guy just watched Spider-Man, and one of the pre-movie commercials is basically yung talking about MTRCB yata, or talking about movies, and Alden Richards was one of the faces, and he looks very different, right? Okay, so random question here, chat. How many have watched Spider-Man? Can you press 1 if napanood nyo na yung bagong Spider-Man, so I know if the review I'm gonna give is going to be a non-spoiler review or a review with some spoilers here and there. Let me know. Have you watched Spider-Man? Press 1 if you have. Hindi pa si LJ. Napanood na ni Mock, ni Bells, ni Prince. How did you guys like it, for those who watched it? I know, Levy, you watched it on opening day. LJ, weekend pa. Okay, no spoilers then. Casey Log, napanood na rin. 111. Pao, napanood na rin. CJ, not yet. June, not. Yeah, plans of watching it. CJ, June, and... Yeah, CJ and June. Because LJ will watch it sa weekend daw eh. Nevertheless then, chat, I'll give non-spoiler reviews. Now, this is a photo of me watching it. I posted in our Popcorn channel. Simple photo of me showing you that I watched it. There you go. You liked it so much I watched it twice. So I watched it at Ayala. So that's why I get the free poster over there. If you look behind me, andyan na yung poster. Okay? Okay, I like it. I like it. Now I'll give my non-spoiler review. But it's not exactly a review. I like it. I gave it a 9 over 10. I definitely feel like the pacing of the movie was great. Yung tension, yung build-up, and then even the climax, up until the end of the movie, it didn't feel like may nirush. Sakto lang talaga lahat yung pacing. Unlike the old Spider-Man, yung No Way Home, right? Yung No Way Home kind of felt annoyingly bitin. Like parang biglang natapos yung No Way Home. This one didn't feel that way. It felt like every moment was justified. It felt like I was very eager, right, to see what was gonna happen next. And as we were all slowly being led to the end of the movie na parang okay, obviously matatapos tong movie na to, hindi siya masyadong minadali rin na matapos. So I mean all that to say, the pacing is great. Now, this is not a spoiler, but I'm gonna give out a couple of my gripes. Again, it's a 9 over 10, so these are very minor, alright? One gripe that I have is that, and this is not a spoiler because we all already know na maglalaban si Hulk at si Spider-Man sa trailer pa lang. Now, if this wasn't a Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man would have died in like a second. Like, just think about that for a sec, chat. We're fighting the Incredible Hulk. So I know Spider-Man is smart. I know Spider-Man has wits and is super intelligent compared to the Hulk, who's more brutish. But come on, let's be real, right? Like, the reality is that if this was not a Spider-Man movie, isang sapak lang kay Spider-Man, tapos na siya. But hey, well, it's still good. Like, I feel like that if there's anything I feel like was bad about it, I feel like sana man napahaba pa nila yung Hulk versus Spider-Man scenes. I would have enjoyed that. Yeah, but that's Winter Soldier, right? That's Winter Soldier. We're talking about the Hulk. We're talking about the Hulk, bro. Like okay. You know that scene? Okay. I just want to demonstrate how much power I think the Hulk has relative to Spider-Man. You know that Hulk scene? This scene. Where is that scene? Okay, this scene, chat. Okay, just to demonstrate to you, even within the MCU, which of course has its own rules, Captain America, super buffed, never namamatay, annoyingly far stronger than he actually is, according to canon. But ito si Hulk, right? Wait, no. This is Hulk for us. This is the power of Hulk. That's why people were very disappointed na nung nag-1-on-1 si Hulk at si Thanos, parang wala lang, 'di ba? Parang wala lang si Hulk kay Thanos. Hold on. This one. Okay, this is to demonstrate how strong the Hulk is. Do you remember this scene, chat? Alright? He literally punches this huge thing. Alright, and of course, it turns over and the job is done. Do you honestly see Spider-Man doing that? Kahit gaano kalakas si Spider-Man or how strong he is relative to his size, do you honestly think Spider-Man can punch his way? Like, we're talking about brute force, right? And how strong Hulk is relative to Spider-Man. Do you think Spider-Man can punch this? And that's what's gonna happen to this? So, yeah. I mean, again, I'm just nitpicking. 9 over 10 pa rin ako. 9 over 10 pa rin. I love the Spider-Man film. Chitauri, sabi ni Romeo. Another thing that I wish they did more of was, and this is not me nitpicking, this is me wanting for more. I was hoping that they kind of give the hand more of a lore, right? More of a background to it. Kasi parang ang interesting nila. Sino sila, di ba? Sino sila? What do they do? How are they so organized? The only backstory we got from them was when Milchik said that they're basically kids who needed a common leader, right? Somebody to guide them. Oh wait, shit, that was a kind of a spoiler. Not a major spoiler, super minor. But yeah, I wish there was more of a background for the hand. Oh, pinakita na sa Daredevil and Punisher series. Okay, then that's on me because I was thinking that they would talk about them further in the movie. So that's cool. That's cool then. Kung may ano na pala, kung may background na pala. I think that the relationship between Punisher and Peter Parker, really great. Honestly, sobrang galing nung chemistry nilang dalawa. I enjoy that a lot. Seeing their banter and just their dynamics, how similar they are, yet different in many ways, how parallel their lives are. And I think magaling din yung pagkaka-communicate essentially nung problema ni Spider-Man. Like what's causing all of this. And I don't know, like emotionally, it was very engaging as well. So I liked it. Okay, now I want to say one of my geeky frustrations with it. Like it's not even major, but I feel like I don't want to spoil it for anybody. For those who haven't watched Spider-Man yet, can you? I promise to keep this under 1 minute, but can you please mute the stream? I'll give you 10 seconds to do so. Okay, very simple, ano lang to, gripe, not even a gripe, like sana nangyari na hindi nangyari sa movie. Yun lang. Sana nangyari pero hindi nangyari sa movie. That's the spoiler. So if you don't mind hearing that, because it actually doesn't happen in the movie, well, feel free to keep this on full volume. But if not, then you have 10 seconds. I'm gonna say it. Yeah, 1 minute lang. 10, 9, 8. Also, don't look at the screen because I'm gonna flash something on the screen that might be a spoiler to you. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, mute me. Chat. One thing that I was super looking forward to was this one. The Man Spider. Was super duper looking forward to this, chat. Sobrang, I wanted to see it happen because in the trailer, they made it seem like this was the direction it was gonna go. And even when he destroyed yung sword nung the hand, diba, sa trailer, the theory was that, the prevailing theory was that nasira ni Spider-Man yung sword nung the hand because he had like 3 other arms with him that helped destroy the sword, right? But then, I'm kind of glad that they didn't do this anymore. Like, after watching the movie, I'm happy na di na lang nila ginawa. Because then, yeah, it would look kind of ridiculous, right? Like think about it, chat. It will look silly. Like, Tom Holland, Spider-Man having 2 extra limbs, 4 extra limbs. like what's the story there? How does it even go away? After niya maging full arachnid or after niya maging whatever, ano mangyayari? Masushoot na lang sa katawan niya? Is he gonna go out each time? Is he gonna stay like that? Diba? So I guess maybe that's why they didn't pursue that anymore because it would look silly. Okay, no more spoilers. Feel free to unmute. Diba? Yeah, diba? Alright, chat, no more spoilers, so that those who haven't seen the movie can come back. Just don't read the chat. Yun nga eh. I feel like yun. Yeah, I feel like yun, JR. Okay. Yeah, no, gumawa weird. But anyway, we can move on. Other than that, it's a 9 over 10 movie. Emotionally, the chemistry between the characters, it's so good, man. Like I just wish we had more of everything. That's like if you can summarize the any, like, if you can even call it that, if we can summarize any of my negative comments, it's basically that. I wish we had more of everything. Kasi sobrang, like, I didn't want it to end. It didn't even feel like the movie was over 2 hours. I just was enjoying it, diba? Umaandar lang yung movie. Like, I didn't even drink my water bottle. Like, I only took sips because ayokong mabanyo or ayokong maihi. So, para, alright, water, mamaya ka na. I'm really enjoying the show right now. It's a great movie. Yeah. Great movie. Why don't you like Zendaya? A recast of Zendaya? How come? Actually, ano nga eh. Parang si Zendaya nga yung... Actually, Zendaya looks very young. Like, they're very great at making Zendaya look youthful still. On the other hand, Ned and Peter Parker, parang ano na sila. They're a little too old to be playing the actors are a little too old to be playing the ages of the characters they're portraying. Parang para si Zendaya kaya pa eh. I don't know why. She looks, very youthful. But Tom Holland, it's already kind of parang ano na siya eh, middle-aged Spider-Man. if I have anything to say about that. Even Ned. Post-college, pero they just graduated, right? This is 4 years post-college. Ganun din chemistry, no? Yeah. Oh, okay. I have another comment. Non-spoiler rin. Yo, chat. Tom Holland's physique in Brand New Day. I have to say, chat, as a very busy actor, imagine the amount of movies this guy came out in 2025, 2026. And relatively speaking, yung katawan niya in Odyssey versus yung katawan niya in Brand New Day, this guy put in the work. Yeah, this guy put in the work. Like, and also I don't know if I can say this with 100% confidence, but his physique attainable, meaning to say he looks natty. I don't think this guy sipped on the special orange juice. I don't think he ate special creatine for this. He looked natty to me. But what I'm even more impressed by is yung amount of work that he had to put in to get that physique naturally. Because it's attainable. It's not in any, like, I will still place Brad Pitt, Troy, and Jacob Black, Twilight. Sino si Jacob Black, chat? Who's Jacob Black again? The actor? Taylor Lautner. I would still put Brad Pitt, Troy, and Taylor Lautner, Twilight, New Moon or Twilight as the two top physiques for me. Although I don't think that Brad Pitt, Troy is natty. I think that he took on, he drank the special sauce for that. But I do think that Taylor Lautner, Twilight is natty. So yeah, still though, the amount of work you have to put in to get to that level and shooting all of these things, galing. Like I really appreciate how there was a lot of respect into bodybuilding for Tom Holland. Fight Club Brad Pitt is, I don't want to say it, but I feel like Fight Club Brad Pitt is skinny. I said it, chat. I said it. Brad Pitt Troy is better than Brad Pitt Fight Club. Although Brad Pitt Fight Club I think 9/10 dudes will prefer that. Like I'm not gonna hate on it. It's still an amazing physique. Pero I prefer the Brad Pitt Troy because Brad Pitt Fight Club is a little too skinny. And I feel like even when you may even if you make people pick, they might pick Brad Pitt Fight Club over Brad Pitt Troy pa rin. Skinny in today's standard, yeah, yeah, yeah. Again, mas dreamy yung physique niya sa Fight Club kaysa sa Troy, but I personally prefer the Troy because he looks like he has more mass there. So yeah, that's what I think. Brad Pitt Troy is almost too good. Yeah, that's what I feel like. Brad Pitt Troy. I can't show you, chat, because I can't begin showing you topless men here. But Brad Pitt Troy looks like it was on the orange juice. You know. I can't believe I just googled Brad Pitt Troy topless. Yeah, he does look like he sipped on a little bit of the orange juice here. But still, be that as it may, you would be surprised, chat, that even Brad Pitt Troy is attainable naturally. There's just this pervasive thought that these physiques that we see in Hollywood are the epitome of what Natty can go to. But that's not true, chat. Go to any natural bodybuilding competition, dun mo makikita ang peak form ng babae at ng lalaki when it comes to what you can achieve naturally. It's just that, of course, that's also a different league, different route, different physique. But all I can say is attainable din yun naturally. Walang extra rice yun. Feeling ko nga, extra potatoes meron. Yeah. Okay, we might end up spoiling Levy if we say it. But yeah, I appreciated that one too. Yeah, I would say probably to bring any noob to Brad Pitt Troy. Probably take about 3-4 years. 3 or 4 years of 100% dedication. 3 or 4 years kaya. And I'm talking about 2 hours, 4 or 5 times a week of lifting, proper nutrition, hitting protein every day, getting sleep every day. 3 to 4 years kaya yung Brad Pitt Troy. It's just that the reality is we all have daily things to do, not just bodybuild, right? We have chores, we have errands, we have work, we have to take care of our house, we have to take care of our kids, we have partners, kailangan ng bebe time, diba? So all of those things make the 3 to 4 years much less attainable than it sounds. Okay, let's move on, chat. But yeah, that was my quick Spider-Man review. And I liked it. Please go check it out. I think bar for bar, I know we're comparing apples to oranges here, but if you only had 1,000 pesos to spend, no, 500 pesos to spend, are we gonna watch Odyssey or Spider-Man? I appreciate Nolan and I appreciate his art, but I'm a sucker for good superhero movies. I will spend my 500 on Spider-Man. Like, I'm sorry, it's a cop-out. I'm sorry, it's pathetic to some, especially for those who love filmmaking and those who don't see superhero movies as actual movies. But as a man of pop culture and entertainment, I will put my 500 with Spider-Man. Oh yeah, Katie. Okay, so Alex earlier said today dapat ang KFC unboxing natin. KFC Double Down. However, we are moving it to Thursday because again, I'm trying to dial in a lot of my food today, a lot of my water intake also. So I just want to avoid the bloat tomorrow when I host, because if hindi ko kayang i-predict yung calories or yung sodium, I feel like I will end up too bloated in tomorrow's event. So that's why I'm moving it to Thursday. Of course, Mock. If you grew up sculpting, painting, drawing, yeah, it'll be Odyssey for you for sure. I'm more of a whatever entertains me more, and I felt like I was entertained. I was in awe. With the Odyssey, I was in awe. But with Spider-Man, I was entertained. So, kaya ako Spider-Man. So, moving that to Thursday. Also, another thing, chat, and I'm happy that we moved it, even though medyo nakakahiya that we moved it for another time. The Benny Fam Hangout is officially moved to a new date. I announced this last week already. Hold on. I announced this last week already in the last stream. But as a major announcement, we are postponing to August 29. We are postponing our event, our Benny Fam Hangout, to August 29. So for all of those who couldn't have made it nung Saturday because they had events, they had to do something, they said yes to another thing already, we're moving it Saturday pa rin, this time on August 29. Hopefully, those who said they couldn't make it last Saturday can now make it to August 29. Now, the other thing that I want to say is, in hindsight, I do not regret moving it the day before because August 8 was a disaster. Malakas yung ulan, maraming binabaha, and it wasn't very safe to leave your homes to go to our hangout. So that was good too. Postponing it to August 29 for me, or at least not pushing through with the original August 8 date. So that being said, chat, August 29, hope you're free. Sana magkita tayo. More details to come. Okay? Alright, what's the other thing? We're done with Spider-Man as well. Spider-Man. My ongoing relationship with Sip Plus, Nutrifizz has ever been so strong, chat, because we are going to be unboxing 48 cans of prebiotic soda. Let me go get it. It's just right beside me. Don't go anywhere. You already know we have to get that thumbnail, right? Okay, so okay, my back is hurting. So prebiotic soda. Okay. Prebiotic. Ba't nagwa-1? Paulan na yun ang giveaways. Where are you guys going to, Mock and Pao? Okay, chat. So, Nutrifizz gave us 48 cans of their soda. This one is in the flavor cream flavored soda. I think they repackaged also. They rebranded. Hold on. I think they rebranded. Iba itsura neto dati ah. Hold up. I think they rebranded. This wasn't blue before. But basically what Nutrifizz is soda, 0-calorie soda, or at least in this case, 1-calorie soda na prebiotic din. So, not only do you get to enjoy a good beverage, but at the same time, you get to shit properly. Okay? Um, Feeling ko alam ko na kung saan yan. Kung magkakape lang sila, Vietnam yan. If kape ang usapan, feeling ko Vietnam. Now, Nutrifizz cream flavored soda. Nutrifizz. What was... No. Cola pala dati. There you go, chat. So last time, when we got a box from Nutrifizz, it was their cola variant. And I enjoyed that a lot. Now they're giving their cream-flavored soda variant. So the cola, 100% I can attest to it. Super sarap ng cola. Lasa siyang Coke na medyo... hindi sharp yung taste niya. Walang sabit sa dulo. So that's cola, Nutrifizz cola. Okay? And then Nutrifizz naman in cream flavored soda. Siyempre kailangan ng screenshot ulit. Yeah, napakasarap nito. Inumin niyo na to ngayon. 1 calorie. Yeah. Okay. Okay, ito na. And then the other one. The other one, I think this is lemon lime. Let's see what it looks like. I mean, technically kung kape, tama nga naman si Mok. Pero pwede ring pwede ring Africa. Masarap din kape sa Africa, di ba? Where you guys going? Let us know already para makasunod kami. Okay, so this one is in lemon lime. This one, 1 calorie as well. Man, what an interesting decision to declare 1 calorie. Because legally, okay? Legally, thank you for the 5 roses. Legally, if your food or beverage is under 5 calories, you can declare 0. So I wonder why they declared 1. They technically don't have to. They could just have put 0. Pero I don't know why 1. But hey, let's post again. Whoa, ang sarap nito. Hey, whoa. Okay. Okay, Italy pala no? That was good. Yon, Vietnam. What the hell? Yo, TikTok just restricted us. Redirecting users to purchase outside of the platform. Bro. Okay, so that's that, chat. Now, as much as I want to give this away, one, it's hard to actually transport this for giveaway because it very, very big chance to have the cans dented in transit. We're gonna be limited to Metro Manila also, so we have to do courier service because hindi to pwede i-go-go. That's the main reason. But the other one is, this time around, I'm gonna give these drinks to my family. So, there's that. Okay? So, maybe next time, chat. Maybe next time. If it's easier to transport and not very risky to do Go-Go Express. You already know. Basta may giveaway or basta may pamigay sa akin, you're always top of mind, chat. Nah. Okay, I'll put this down. Nutrifizz. Ayun lang, no? Dami mong paturok kung pupunta na Africa. Okay. Let's go through a couple of Reddit threads. Can't stay up too late tonight, chat. I have to rehearse the script for tomorrow. It's a pretty long script kahit na 30 minutes lang yung event. But I'll do it, man. I'll do it. Nah, it's not gonna fall. Okay. Now, we're done with this. This one. I saw this one on my phone earlier as a Reddit thread, but apparently this is a thing. I've never quite experienced this, but how about you, chat? Nangyayari ba to sa inyo? Do you actually end up in a peculiar situation where other people take your reserved seats? And then now it's going to be this entire odd hassle because of course you have the tickets. Nasa sayo yung tamang ticket numbers or seat numbers. And now it's gonna create kind of a mess because syempre may usher, sasabihin mo sa usher, may nakaupo sa upuan namin, you show your tickets, and then now this is going to be a scenario where tatayo yung mga maling nakaupo and then lilipat sila or alam mo yung tipong ano pa to, it's gonna create a fuss. And it's gonna be such an inconvenience not just to yourself who reserved the seats or purchased the receipts fairly, purchased the tickets fairly, but to also everybody else in the movie house na may magpapalit pa ng mga upuan, may lilipat pa, 'di ba? Like may tatawid pa sa line of sight mo. Does this happen? Does this happen? Is this a normal occurrence? Actually, that's the question. Like I understand sporting events where the stadium is really massive and not all the seats get reserved or purchased. Like dun maintindihan ko pa kung bakit may mga gumagawa nun, they take a chance kasi malaki rin yung chance na walang nakaupo talaga dun. But for a theater, especially if you plan on going to good seats, hoping that nobody gets it, like kaya nga yun yung hindi ko magets eh. Kaya nga napunta tayo sa bad seats or kaya nga I end up with bad seats is because the good seats were taken. So how is it that those good seats will not have butts on them? Unless of course nag-start na yung movie, wala talaga umupo, no show, and then that's when you take your chance. But it seems like the way this is happening is people just sit on wherever they want to. Period. No calculated risk. They're just, tatayo ako. Maganda, pangit yung upuan ko. Mukhang maganda dun ah. Upo tayo dun. Family pa. Ay, pag honest mistake, labas yun. Like, if it's an honest mistake, that is not, it's a non-issue. But if it's intentional, medyo weird. Free seating. It hasn't happened to me, chat. Like, I feel like maybe once when I was a kid, pero hindi ko alam that this happens pretty normally. Kaya curious ako kung saan to nangyari specifically. Looks like, obviously a mall. Kita ko lang sa TikTok, may mga tao talaga bang gumagawa ng ganito. Diba, if gusto mo ang good viewing, edi mag-book ka online in advance. Kaysa naman na bumili ka ng ticket over the counter, then may lalapit sa'yo kasi dun sila nakaupo and mamamerwisyo ka pa ng mga taong nag-reserve ng upuan at ang reasoning mo lang is pangit ang view. That's nuts! That's nuts! That they switch seats kasi sinabi nila pangit yung view? That's such a menacing move, huh? Like, it's a I don't give up kind of thing. Okay, I guess it still is a thing. May ganito, dati nagpaalis rin ako ng isang pamilya ng umupo sa seats namin. Oppenheimer. Tapos pagka-release, nag-book agad ako kasi weekend kami manunood. Para secure ang upuan na maganda dahil weekend ngayon. Pagdating namin, malapit na mag-start, paakyat, nakita ko agad na occupied yung seats sa gitna. Paglapit ko, sabi ko na upuan namin yun. Ayaw nila umalis kasi settled na sila, like mga popcorn, drinks ay nakaayos na. Tapos may mga shopping bags pa sa ilalim. Di talaga ako nag-stop till di sila tumayo. Sabi ng asawa ko, doon na lang kami sa vacant. Sabi ko, di pwede. Kasi paano pag dumating yung doon nakaupo, edi kami ang mapapahiya at papaalisin. So ayun, wala sila magawa. Umalis din. Doon pala sa ibang bandang dulo, medyo pangit pwesto. Tapos a few minutes later, dumating nga yung nakaupo sa tabi namin na dapat upuan daw namin kung papayag ako. Buti nga, kakapal ng face. I'm curious, sino saan to? Directors Club. Daming Pinoy talaga hindi makapag-assert ng sarili nila. What the fuck? If meron tao sa seat nyo na pina-reserve nyo, tapos may ticket kayo with the seat number clearly indicated, ipaglaban nyo. Shitty cinema ng SM Manila. I wanna see the video. Kaso naka-blur eh. Ang awkward. Okay, at least they used the hashtags, right? Just excited to enter the theater. Just excited. Let's see if we can find it. Just excited to enter the theater. Just for some families. Just for some families stealing our seats. TikTok. Let's search TikTok. Let's search TikTok. Yeah, it's a little weird, man. Okay. Here, are we gonna find it? Ooh, weird. Di natin mahanap. Spider-Man? What's the link? I want to see kasi parang di nila in-assert yung sarili nila. Is that what they're saying? Is that what they're saying? They ended up not being able to watch kasi may ibang nakaupo. Then yeah, I guess it's also a you problem, man. You have the correct seats. Just assert yourself. Again, borderline victim blaming, but sayang naman. Kulang yung hashtags eh. These hashtags seem like they're too generic. Anyway, can't find the video, but hey, no matter where you are, no matter what event it is, if there's reserved seating and you have the right tickets, I want you to know that you are in the right. Huwag tayong mahihiya kausapin yung mga nakaupo dun. If kulang tayo, if mahina ang loob natin, well, there are always ushers who are there to assist us. And trust me when I say this, you deserve what you paid for. So go get those seats. Don't let other people take advantage of you, especially when those seats rightfully belong to you. Okay? Oh, found the video, sabi ni Mok. Have some balls. I mean, it kind of sucks, huh? It kind of sucks that it has like the burden of correcting things is on the victims, which is kind of dumb, to be honest. But at the same time, it's also the reality. Let's see. Rflow, kamusta dyan sa inyo? Chat, si RV Leto, taga Marikina yan. Rflow, how are you over there? Ha? Wala naman nangyari. Kaya walang sense yung video. Yeah, it's just a relatable thing, I suppose. Kasi nangyayari nga siya more often than we think. Yeah. How are you, Arvileto? Okay, next up. Halo, halo. Okay. Nice. Wow. Wow, Arvileto is proud of their flood control. Let's go. I mean, that's the correct way, huh? If yung flood control nyo works, then that's great. Good for you. Stein, there's always gonna be a next time. Kaya yan. The next... Wait, so were you able to refund your tickets? Halo. Hindi iniwan ng babaeng lumikas matapos ang magnitude 7 na lindol. Let's see what this is. Unfortunate that there is no branding to the bowl. Huh? I wonder if the brand claimed this video already. Oh, it's Mang Inasal. Okay. I mean, I'm curious if Mang Inasal claimed this. They ought to, huh? That's just super free marketing. Pasig. Super free marketing, chat. Mang Inasal Philippines. Wala. They didn't repost it. They didn't tag it. Sayang to. I mean, ang dali kausapin no. The lady clearly loves her halo-halo. Give her like, I don't know, 1K voucher. If she accepts, right? Then pwede nang gamitin yung video na yun. Or maybe like libreng 10 halo-halo na voucher. Sayang naman, Mang Inasal. Then again, Mang Inasal is also a traditional brand. And there's a lot of red tape. And it looks like all their posts are official posts. They do not at all look like reposts of normal people. Yeah. Yeah, Levy, that would have been good. Pero I don't think traditional kasi ang Mang Inasal eh. Mang Inasal being connected to Jollibee Food Group, I feel like it would be super off-brand for them to talk in that way. O yan o, wala. Kahit nga ibang tao, wala silang nire-repost to. Mga sikat tong mga to na nire-repost nila. Yeah. That's the thing with traditional brands, huh? Bloated yung company, mas mabagal yung galaw, and a lot of red tape to clear. Yeah. Hey! Oy! Nabuhay si Allen. What the hell? Yo, chat, what the hell? Look at this. What the hell? Sabi ni June, Allen would not agree that the halo-halo is worth dying for, right? And then no more than a few minutes later, guess who spawned? What is happening, chat? Allen spawned dahil sa halo-halo. That's actually hilarious. But for those who don't know, Allen joined us for our car stream. And when we were talking about halo-halo, Allen said that halo-halo is not very special. Yeah! What the hell? Wala kang karapatan sabihin ang kanyang pangalan. Alright, that's fair. Yeah, halo-halo. Because we were just talking about this video of the girl saving her halo-halo. Siguro sabi ni Allen, no? You know what? Nah, I'm running. I'm leaving my halo-halo. Thank you, actually, that I have to leave my halo-halo prematurely. Yeah, man. Tayong mga Pinoy, no? Sobrang, like, we love our food, bro. That's cool. Priorities, baby. Okay. Alright, let's move on. Spiciest gossip you're willing to share? Let's see if the top one is good. Okay. Alright, it's too long to read. Financially stable people, what's your number one rule for managing money? Earn more. Yeah, don't care if other people think you're poor. Live simply, live within your means. I think that's the thing though with money, right? Or with finances. I think we know a lot of the basic rules already. It's more of how do we get more money? Because the saving part is saving, living normally or living simply, sure, living within your means, okay. But I think the most difficult part about managing money is earning it to begin with. So, yeah, a lot easier said than done though. Okay, what's next? All right, this is the main topic for tonight, chat. I need to know in the stream right now, and I prepared for this. Do you know Armando Caruso? Kasi ang sabi dito sa Reddit thread na to, kung kilala mo si Armando Caruso, nagme-maintenance ka na siguro. How about you, chat? You familiar with Armando Caruso? I swear, chat, I can't be the only one. I can't be the only one, right? Armando Caruso. Okay, so to show you how serious I am with this topic, the next, what's this? 3, 6, 9, 12. The next 15 Google Chrome tabs are about Armando Caruso. That's a good one. Kung kilala mo si Good Morning Towel, kilala mo si Armando Caruso. Okay. Fair enough, chat. Now, I grew up with this brand. And I have the proof. I have the proof. Because in my hands is probably one of their hankies from 15 years ago that to this day, I still use. This hanky has seen a lot of history. This hanky has seen many of my secrets. This hanky... Wait. Focus. Okay. This hanky, this 15-year-old hanky, is Armando Caruso. Now, I do have... What is that the hanky? What do you mean, is that the hanky? Is that the C? No, not yet. So the thing is, chat, I do have a cookie to pick with sa Armando Caruso. So again, I mentioned that anong lumagkit at tumigas ba to for no reason or for some reason? Bro! So I do have, what's that saying? I do have something to pick with sa Armando Caruso. Because again, like I told you, this is about 10 to 15 years old. Feeling ko, college ko pa to panyo. Like you could see, it's translucent. Like you could see my arm, right? Right. You could see my arm through the hanky already. Like if you look closely. This is their old variant. And chat, look at this. Be ready. I am ready. If you measure their hanky, itong luma nilang hanky, alright? Yung luma nilang hanky, what does the measurement say? If I'm not mistaken, it should say we are working with about 16 inches. Okay? We're working with a bone to pick with. There you go. So I have a bone to pick with kay Armando Caruso. Because this 15-year-old hanky is 16 inches by, if I'm not mistaken, because I measured it earlier, this is about 16. Oddly enough, it's a rectangle. It's not a square. But all squares are rectangles. This is 16 by about 14 and a half. So 16 by about 14 and a half. Okay, you can see it. You can zoom in it. You can zoom to it. 16 by 14 and a half. Odd, right? Maybe nag-shrink na siya over time, but it's a rectangle. This is the perfect size. Okay? You fold it like this. Fold it like this. You fold it one more time. You fold that thing again in half. And lastly, into a square. Or at least what looks like a square. And it fits your pocket perfectly. It's not too bulky because it's only 16 by 14 and a half at most. However, dahil nga 15 years old na to at lumang-luma na to, chat, napabili na ako ng bagong panyo galing Armando Caruso. Napabili ako nung kanilang monogram variant. I bought this 2026. If you look at it, okay? It has my pretty cool here. It has my name on it, like a C, right? However, these things, chat, okay, these things are huge. These things, look at this. These things are 17 by 17. So look at how chunky they are. I put this in my front pocket. Sobrang chunky na ito sa bulsa. Now I look like I'm carrying a second wallet. So, I don't know, man. I'm all for the older versions that are much smaller in size or in area, however way you want to put it. Because this, perfect size. This, too chunky. So, Armando Caruso, let's do something about this, man. Let's bring back the hankies that are actually easier to hide in your pocket. Because, I mean, where else will you put your hanky, right? Except the pocket. Now, if we go even way back, chat, panyo ko to nung high school. Now, this one, I don't know kung Armando Caruso to. But if you look closely, there are actually lines on it. I do feel like Armando Caruso din to. That is to say, I grew up with the brand. I love Armando Caruso. Okay, now, a question that I want to leave you with, especially sa mga nagdadala ng panyo dyan hanggang ngayon. How do you fold your hankies? Okay, a legitimate question for everybody. I want you to let me know in the comments. How do you fold your hankies? Do you fold it half, 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 half? So half, right? Half, and then half. Right? It's ugly, but you get the idea. Right? Then put that in your pocket. Or do you fold it this way? Do you fold it in half? So it becomes like this. And then tri-fold. And then ganyan. Right? And then finally, half. Do you do it method 1 or method 2? Half, 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 half. Or half, tri-fold, half. Something like that. Do you do the tri-fold or just the half-fold method? Again, ito yung magiging difference niya. If you do a half and then tri-fold, it will end up looking like a rectangle. If you do half, 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 it's gonna end up like a square. Which one do you do? Method 1, right? Anong triangle? Baka sabihin mo next time flower, tapos dito siya sa breast pocket pala. Yeah, man. 14 by 16 yung size. Okay, there you go. 16 inches. So yeah, I grew up with hankies. I still have hankies. And honestly, chat, June. Half, 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 half. Pero in the end, dapat nasa ibabaw pa rin yung Armando Caruso label. Like, is there any other hanky? I don't think so, chat. There's only one hanky, and it's called Armando Caruso. Now, there's nothing better, chat, than bringing a hanky with you and having somebody else who isn't you who needs it. Like the aura, right? The aura in just whipping out your 16-inch hanky and then just giving it to the person. My goodness. Para may feel mo na your aura is increasing by the second. Again, right? The hanky is not for you. The hanky is for the lady. The hanky is for your friend who needs to cry. Right? The hanky is for for somebody else. It's hardly ever for you, really. Like, of course, primarily, that's why you bring one. It's for you. But essentially, it's for somebody else who needs it. That's the purpose of the hanky. It's not for us, Chad. It's not for us to enjoy and make use of. That's like how do I say this? That's like I don't know. I have no analog for it, but basically, right? Na wag naman yung someone na sinisipon. Like, okay, I'll draw the line there. Wag naman yung sinisipon yung tao. I'm talking about, again, a friend, partner, a lover who just, will need it for reasons other than them needing to blow their snot. Wag naman sana sinisipon. Again, one is crying maybe. Another is, okay, this one, chat. Tell me this is not aura. May nililigawan ka. May partner ka. And of course, even if partner mo na, even if officially kayo na, syempre nagpapalakas ka parate. You gotta be that person for them. You gotta be the protector, the provider, the guy who's ready all the time for your partner. Like you're there for them, for good, forever, for whatever reason. And then they accidentally spill ice cream. Bruh, just, you whip one of these things out. Right? They spill ice cream. Maybe sinubo nila yung ice cream. Na pagsubo nila, nagkaroon ng mancha dito. It falls to their, the ice cream scoop falls to their lap. Bruh, isn't this aura? You whip your 16-inch hanky out. And you kind of just, with your hanky, with your 16-inch hanky, you kind of just, on their mouth, right? Just, give it a light touch. Just let it tap on their mouth. Ganunin mo lang. Right? And after that, say, are you okay? All right. Right? Right? Come on, chat. Isn't that pure aura? Again, hankies, like I'm by no means a traditional person, but if you're calling bringing hankies around traditional, then yes, I will admit to it. I will never leave the house without a hanky. The only time I do leave the house without one is probably when I go to the gym, because that's weird, right? But every other time, oh my God, kailangan may panyo. This is your secret weapon. Okay? Beam po ng bench. Bakit ka naman may beam po ng bench? Okay, alright, let's move on, chat. Now I got curious. Who the hell is this guy anyway, right? Armando Caruso. It's likely a local brand. They do have the C logo. 1950, it seems like they were established. They are not at all active on social media. This is 600 weeks ago. That's nuts. 600 weeks ago is what? 11 years ago? 11 years ago, their last post on social media. They're very active on e-commerce platforms. And when I Googled who Armando Caruso is, I ended up with this article, right? I ended up with this article leading to this guy called Ramon Shing. I don't know who Ramon Shing is, so I did a little bit more Googling. And I found out that Ramon Shing is this dude, right? This dude, the guy on the right, Ramon Shing. Now, I'm not sure he really established Armando Caruso in 1950. This says. But all I'm saying is, it's leading me all over the place. On the one hand, we have Armando Caruso here with the C label that says established in 1950. But on the other, there's an Armando Caruso na cosmetic. And RP is rupiah, right? Indonesian rupiah. Armando Caruso is available in Indonesia? Like what are the odds there is an Armando Caruso in the Philippines and another unique Armando Caruso in Indonesia? Like, I want to do an about us for this, but I mean, like, I want to translate this, but Google Translate is not firing up. Hold on. Maybe we can ask Gemini to do it, chat. Or ChatGPT. Hold on. Let me. Yeah, they sell bags. They sell makeup. Can you translate this page for me? Armando Caruso was founded in 1950 by what? By Armando Caruso. For more than 60 years, Dr. Armando produced his first products: silk, scarves, geometric, and pasty patterns. At the time, it was uncommon for people to put logos on scarves. However, in the 1960s, Armando Caruso became one of the first companies to place its logos on its products, both to identify its production and to create a keepsake for its customers. Armando Caruso is now present in Indonesia. So, are you telling me that there's really another Armando Caruso? Like, because that, yun lang naisip ko eh. Like, Armando Caruso Milan, it's Italian. But then, there's also this guy. Right? Armando Caruso by Ramon Shing. Over the last few decades, Ramon has established quite a reputation for his business savvy, being at the top of his industry with his handkerchief and accessories like Armando Caruso. Like, ano ba talaga? Are we like what's happening here, man? Did Ramon just bring Armando Caruso to the Philippines? Did he borrow the name and establish his own Armando Caruso in the Philippines? Because beyond this, there's not much on the internet, chat. I'm tempted, right? I'm tempted to Gemini this, which I will right now. Yun na nga, is this just paying homage? Is this real? Let's do a quick search here, chat. Before you see my search history. Wait, ito. I'm curious to know who Armando Caruso is. I'm referring specifically to the name on my handkerchief, which I bought in the Philippines. On the one hand, I've read that he's some Italian guy. On the other, it seems like Armando Caruso is also a brand founded by Ramon Shing. Tama, diba? Ramon Shing. Is that right? Ramon Shing? Yeah, Ramon Shing. All right, Google, do your thing. Let's do extended thinking. Let's do pro. Yeah, very fascinating. Natuwa talaga ako kasi I took the question a little bit more seriously. Sino ba to si Armando Caruso talaga? Right? Like maybe Google will better aggregate the information for us. Panyo na may pulbo. Let's see. Magano DP and MA? Sa VF6 ko? Boss, pinahiram lang yung VF6 ko. And nung binigay sa akin yung calculations, yun yung naging calculation. Monthly amortization, I can't tell. It depends sa DP pa rin talaga eh. Ooh, there you go. I think we got it right. You have stumbled onto a classic case of international brand heritage intersecting with local business ownership. What's up, Christian? You're actually right on both fronts. The conflicting information simply reflects how the brand evolved and how it operates in the Southeast Asian market today. Here is the truth behind the name on your handkerchief. The Italian origin. According to the brand's international lore, there really was an Italian founder. Armando Caruso supposedly established the label in Italy in 1950. Okay. The Philippine reality. While the name has Italian roots, the reason Armando Caruso is a ubiquitous brand in the Philippine department store is entirely due to entrepreneur Ramon Shing. Over the last few decades, Shing built Armando Caruso into massive local success, blah, blah, blah. In the Philippines, the trademarks for the Armando Caruso brand and logo are officially registered to Shing and his company, Blooming Handkerchief Manufacturing Corporation. Whoa! New name. Whoa! What the hell? There's an entire company called Blooming Handkerchief Manufacturing Corporation. Okay. So basically, Ramon Shing likely acquired the regional rights to the name or license. Okay, so magkalayo. Okay. So yung nakita natin na about us dito sa armandocaruso.com is very different from the Armando Caruso we have in the Philippines. TIL, we can move on. Galing, no? I know. Anywho, my pointless little habit of taking photos of food. Who else does this, chat? I remember taking photos of my food ever since. Probably since college siguro. Early college. And it never really gets posted. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes it just stays in the archives. But I find myself doing this quite a lot, even until now. And I think that the OP pinpointed exactly what the purpose is. It's just a pointless little habit. Whoa. What the hell? Ang galing nito, oh. Great list, OP. Seen several familiar spots off that. Let me try guessing them all. What the hell? Nahulaan niya lahat, to. 80%? Nahulaan niya 80%. Tropical hot daw yung lower left. Oh yeah, it is tropical hot. Galing. These are nice. Yeah. I hated it when people did it before posting, but now I do it myself for myself, not for others. Yeah, Chad. Do you know that it was such a taboo, hindi naman taboo thing, no? Pero it was a nuisance. For a time, again, this is the entire Gen Z versus Millennial versus Gen Alpha, right? There was a time taking photos of your food, even if you don't post it, was seen as a nuisance. Right? Na parang kain na lang tayo, pipicturean mo pa yung pagkain. Diba? But now it's just the norm. People just take photos of it for no good reason. Not always to post, not always for memories. Sometimes just because it's a ritual already. But yeah, there was a time. There was a time. Flat lay food photo. I mean, there was a time it was being made fun of as well. I wonder if this website is still up. Pictures of Asians taking pictures of food. Chat, it's still there. Pictures of Asians taking pictures of food. Look at that. Like, I suppose because nauso talaga siya sa Pilipinas, sa Asia. But look at that. Pictures of Asians taking pictures of food.tumblr.com was a thing. Diba? Because back then, it was kind of, I don't know, maybe borderline obnoxious that people would be taking photos of their food instead of just eating it. But now, again, it's the norm. It's what we do. It's necessary. Diba they say, the camera eats first. It's not the man. It's not the woman. Whenever we eat out, it's the camera who eats first. Okay? Ooh, wow. Mock has a very functional purpose for it. That one I didn't actually take note of. Or wouldn't have actually ever thought of. Oh nga, no? Sometimes, it's for safety. Lalo na kung ano. Kasi si Mock din mahilig mag-travel. Mock and Pao love to travel. So, I suppose that is very helpful when you're traveling too, huh? To take a photo of the food. Para alam mo kung, you know, if your tummy gets bad, alam mo kung saan nanggaling. Okay, let's wrap this stream up. I have a couple of kabalastugan videos here for you, chat. The title of this video is Paano na ako maglilinis niyan? Parang nagsisuffer si OP dito. Parang binabaha yung bahay niya. May isda dito. Let's see what happens. Oh God! Yo! Yo, what the hell, man? The fish lets out more fishes. That fish was hella pregnant. The hell? I love the comments, man. Responsibilidad mo na yan. Pag-aralin mo sa magandang paaralan, bigyan mo ng magandang buhay. Buti school of fish sila. Yan may tinatawag na fish distribution system. Anak-anak ng marami, tas 4 fish member. Naging aquarium na yan, ah. Ewan ko rin kung saan nanggaling. Ewan ko rin kung saan nanggaling tong mga isda na to, no? Maybe nag-overflow. Maybe there's a body of water nearby. And then, the fish ended up in their house. Jollibee naman eh. What's this? Nothing more horrific than a bee trying to reach out for you underneath the table, huh? I'm half and half on this. Sometimes it's okay, sometimes it isn't, but it's okay for me here, I feel. Hindi naman na tinuloy-tuloy pa ni Jollibee eh. Well, man. Good times, good times. Di ko nga alam kung ano yung 4 fish eh. Ano yung 4 fish? Baka fish pond nga, no? Oh God, what the kids saw. Jollibee woke up and chose violence. Grabe ka na, Jollibee. Isa pa nga. 4-piece! LOL! LOL, yung bubuntis-buntis ka, tas ngayon 4-piece ka na. Okay, fine. Fine. Medyo delayed tayo dun. Okay, what's this one? Ang galing! What's this? Ang galing. Looks like a standard setup here. Meron siyang manibela, may pedals siya, naglalaro siya ng Mario Kart. Bili natin Nintendo Switch anak natin para matuwa siya. Yung tatay yung naglaro. A classic. A classic. I mean, to be fair, it looks like the mom and the kid are both enjoying themselves. Ano nangyari, CK? Ikaw lang yung naaliw. But I'm not gonna lie. This is the best excuse for me to buy video games in the future, right? If I have a kid, I will be the first one to use that reason. Even if the reality is, you know, I need the graphics card for myself. Okay, what's this from LJ? Why are you so quiet? What's on your mind? What's this? Fear of clowns is a real thing, by the way, chat. In case you didn't know. Buti wala kayo nabasag. Usually, yun yung malaking risk, di ba, kapag Nerf guns. You know, not, I mean, hitting other people is a no-brainer, but hitting other things that might break, yun yung scary, no, CK? Correct, Mok. Why quadruplets agad? Para tapos na, no? That's the way, Romeo. If you have an older brother and they don't treat you that way, then can you really call them your older brother? Okay, chat. Last Reddit thread for the night. Again, I still have to review a couple of... I have to review the script for tomorrow. Prepare myself. And hopefully do a good job. Hopefully I do. Cross fingers. Okay. Last thread for tonight. The title is Courtside Reporter. Check this out. Okay. I look good. I feel like stimulated yung palaka sa itsura niya. I feel like this is a front cam, not a back cam. No, Mok, I actually don't know that. I feel like this is a front cam, not a back cam, and nakikita ng palaka yung sarili niya. Alam ko to, Mok. Is this the I can't believe he's not gay? Is that it? Is that it? Oh, I can read like a couple of people have sent me that over the weekend. I won't say who. Yeah. All I can really say, Mok, is paano pa kaya kung in-upload ko yung unblurred photo. Because there is an unblurred photo. I just chose to upload the blurred one because it looks more artsy and less tactless. But there is the unblurred version where it's sharper, of course, and all of that. Pero mukha na masyadong tacky eh. Masyadong tacky upload yun. Where's that? From May, right? That's from May. I'm gonna show you, chat. I'm gonna show you. Here, without showing you too much. Here you go, chat. Huh? You see these? Those are all unblurred photos. Right. I didn't know that. Send me the one on TikTok. That should be fun. Okay, chat. Let's wrap this up. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to be doing ranking all-time favorite snacks. So it's gonna be a branded stream tomorrow, chat. Very fortunate to have been approached by URC, who is celebrating their 70th anniversary. And together with that, they asked me to enjoy some snacks on stream to be uploaded later as a short video. Kakain tayo ng 3 payless na pansit canton, ng Nova, ng Chippy. It's a lot of sodium. Nova, Chippy, Piatos, C2 Lemon, Max Candy, tsaka XO Candy. And then we're gonna tier everything. Yeah, 3 payless. 3 payless. Okay, I'll check the video out. Okay, Mock sent it too. Alright, we'll make an exception because it's just me. It's fine. Okay, chat, have a great evening. I will see you tomorrow. Wish me luck sa hosting and mukbang to reward ourselves with a good day tomorrow. Ay. Okay. Good night, everyone. Thank you for tonight. And check out the video. Repost it. No. Repost the branded videos, chat. Please. Over the weekend, meron tayong pinost na Emma Sleep at saka na GAC. Please repost those, please. Right? Please. Oh, 96 members. Chat. Let's try to get this up to 100. Okay? Piatos. Okay? No, don't repost that. Repost the GAC, the Emma Sleep. Comment din kayo. I really enjoyed making those videos because it's with friends and it's with Daddy Wally B. Okay. Ito na talaga. Good night. Bye-bye.